Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a little bit fucking pissed off. My phone decided to take a shit again for the 5th time today. I was in the middle of filming and it popped up on the screen and all of a sudden said, please update your Android device. That's not it taking a shit, that's just it bugging the hell out of me. I was in the middle of filming, 15 minutes in, about to cut it off, about to do my outro. All of a sudden, cut me off right there. Had to delete it, do another take. So here's take 10. Because I had to keep redoing the fucking intro because I kept stuttering. But, that's not what I mean by it's been crapping out. Earlier, it was just shutting off on me. So I hope it doesn't do that in this video. Not while I was trying to film, but I was in the car, going somewhere, trying to use the GPS, and it's just cutting off. I was like, fuck this shit. But, before I get into this, I want to explain one thing, and that's that, or two things, really quickly, so I got as much time as I want to talk about, this whole deal. I'm going to do more of a philosophical video today. But first I want to say, that last video I did about philosophy, that everything will rot in due time, was not a negative, well, it was a negative topic, but it was a true topic, but it's not, you don't have to worry about my mental health, I'm just fine. It's about as fine as I can be. I was dropped on my head a few times as a kid, no, I'm just joking with you. But, I'm alright, and also, I noticed that some of my views tanked out after doing that, and so no, I'm not crazy. That was the first thing that went to my head. So people probably think I'm nuts after talking about this stuff, because my viewership went from like 40 views or 20-something views per video to like nothing, to like 4 views. That's what I got on my most recent stuff. So I was like, oh shit, I gotta correct this. So I'm not crazy, and I'm not taking that video down because what I said in there is true. I just could have said it a little bit better. I fucked up on a few things. And also, I made some comments about Islam, too, and I went back and watched it, and I have a bad habit of not being specific enough when I fucking talk. Half the shit I say is non-specific, and I just blurt out shit for the sake of blurting it out. Mainly because of the time constraints of my filming, but I don't want to film any longer than 17 minutes anyway, so it works out. But I can't really go into a lot of depth into what I'm talking about. It's kind of, it's a situation. But I don't hate all Islamic people. Actually, excuse me, I take that back. I have a strong disdain for for Islam, like I do with Christianity. I don't hate them. I don't wish to see anything bad done to them. I don't like them, though. Arabs? I don't have a problem with Arabic people. I got plenty of Arabic friends. Plenty of them. Liberal Islamists? I ain't got a problem with liberal Islamists. Liberal Islam is different from moderate Islam in the sense that liberal Islam has been liberalized, like modern liberalized Christianity. They don't want a theocracy, they just want to mind their own business and worship Allah. That's perfectly fine to me. Not a problem. The problem I got is with these assholes that want to say, fuck you, obey my rules because I worship Allah and I'm better than you. Oh, bow down, bitch. That's the people I have a problem with. These people coming out of the Middle East, going into Sweden, and organizing rape gangs to rape women that don't dress in burqas. Shit like that, dude. That's what pisses me off. But, moderate Islam, so-called, terrorism really is what it is. But, I wanted to make a video about back to nature. It ties into that video about everything rotting. Oh, wait, hold on. The second thing I gotta talk about. I don't know why, but the past couple videos I uploaded, other than the last one I uploaded about Joe Biden winning the Democratic nomination, which was fucking funny. I went back and rewatched it, but I had a good laugh at myself in that one. But the 2 before it were really in a low resolution, in this windowed looking format, okay? Audio super compressed, and I don't know why it does it. I watched it on several computers, same everywhere. I don't know why it does that. It does that, I guess in the process of uploading, because when I watch it on my phone, it doesn't do that before I upload it. I review them. Every time before I upload, I watch it, and make sure it's presentable, make sure it's decent enough to upload, and then I upload it. If it's good. And I don't notice that problem. It's just after I uploaded, I deleted it off my phone, then I gotta watch it, and it's fucked. It's all screwed. And I don't know why it does that. It's just something that happens. And I'll try to find the cause of that, but if this video has it, you'll definitely know and find the cause of it. But anyway, back to nature and the hippies. The hippies had the right idea, in short. Why did they have the right idea? Now let's talk about what the right idea was. The right idea was communism. And you're going to go, oh, shit, Logan's lost his fucking mind. And some of you are probably confused. You're probably thinking, well, you said you're a capitalist. I'm both. I see the benefits of both things, but I see how communism works better on a small scale, and capitalism is wonderful and utopian almost when it comes to large-scale civilizations. What do I mean by that? Okay. Communism works on a population of 40 people or less. If I was to go out in the woods right now, and I was to build a little hippie commune, get a bunch of people that I knew really well from around here, a bunch of friends of mine, a bunch of family members and stuff like that, what's left of my family that's still alive, and we go out there in the woods and we get together and we have this little miniaturized empire where everything's communally owned. I don't care if my uncle whatever comes walking into my house. Hey, how you doing? Just out of nowhere. Hey, you care if I take this fucking job? How do I know this will work too, by the way? Look at Poole's Landing. I believe that's what it's called. Poole's Landing. The guy named Poole that runs his last name's Poole in British Columbia in Canada. You've probably never heard of the place, but if you have, it's been going 30 years strong for like 35 years. And nobody there initially, when they first came that congregated there, nobody knew each other, but they grew very close to one another over time, and I think the thing has a population of about 35 people too. Kind of funny that the population's about the same as how many years it's been around, but a bunch of people that were drug junkies went there and they got off drugs and stuff, and they got their own gardens there, and they all help each other out. It literally is like utopia. It was as Karl Marx intended for it to be. Except Karl Marx was a fucking retard and he didn't realize it doesn't work on a large scale, and then he went Soviet Union and fucked everybody up with his communal farming. Communal farming's wonderful if you got your little miniaturized micro-state with a population of 40 people, and it's all one big happy family. Everybody knows each other, everybody's friends with one another, and everybody loves one another. Then it works. But here's why it doesn't work on a large scale. Ladies and gentlemen, behold New York City. You think anybody in New York City gives a shit about you? If I went to New York City and I said, hey, how you doing? I'm more likely to get cussed out than I am to, anything. Because they got places to be. They got things to do. They got a 9 to 5 to work. They got wage slavery to attend to, ladies and gentlemen. They got shit that they got to be doing. They don't have time to listen to me run my mouth at them. Therefore, you can't possibly get to know these fucking people. If you go to New York, your life consists of this. You're literally like a rat living in a cage. You get up in your shitty, dingy little apartment every morning, your little micro apartment. You go to work for like maybe 12 hours a day or something like that. You come home. You probably get paid pennies. You come home. You literally, your entire life is barely making ends meet. You come home. You sleep. You eat dinner. You take a shit. You sleep. You get up the next morning. Get your clothes on. Go back to work for another hour. You have no fucking life other than work and sleep. The hippies, when they were in the 60s, they said, damn this. We ain't doing this shit, And the problem's a lot worse now than it was back then, because back then you could sort of start your own business and work your way up, and, you could do your own thing and work for yourself rather than be a slave to somebody else. And it's not the case anymore. It's very, very hard to start a business now because of all the fucking monopolies. You can do it. It can be done, but it's so hard it's borderline not worth it. You'd be so stressed out from trying, you'd keel over from a heart attack, probably. But there's a pushback, and I see it a lot in my generation, too. I had to do a comment the other day and say, on my Gen Z video, it's like, Gen Z is just another millennials. No, it's not. Depending on the age group you're talking about. I don't mean the entire generation in the collective sense. When I say Gen Z is more conservativistic, I don't mean, we hate gay rights and we're just a bunch of stuffed up yuppies. No, I mean that we are we're conservativistic in a sense that we want to conserve the values of the hippie ways or something like that. We're really anti-establishment and stuff like that, either for better or for worse, Some cases we're anti-establishment for bad reasons, and we're anti-this establishment for one that would fuck us up. Like, I know some Gen Zers that are communists, that are far left. It's a weird mix with us, but from what I've seen, it seems to be that there are more people my age that are sort of wanting to go back to nature, live in the fucking woods, than there are people that, want to collectivize and initiate communism on a large scale. And you're probably thinking, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? You just said communism is wonderful, and now you're saying it's bad. I said communism on a small scale, so don't get confused now. On a small scale, it works wonderful, but on a large scale of anything more than 40 people, you're fucked. And it's going to fail. It's going to fail miserably. You're all going to starve to death. You know, or maybe you can have it with 100, you know, but you get what I'm saying. If it's a large scale, I'd say anything over 100 people, you're fucked yourself, dude. You're done for. Because in order for it to work, like I said, everybody's got to know anybody. And what did the hippies have? This whole love thing going on. They all loved one another for the most part. You know, at Woodstock, everybody was all over everybody. They were all fucking each other. You know, it was insane. It was like, in Georgia, get this, there's a place called Thunder Rally, right outside of the town of Milledgeville. Thunder Rally is about the most badass fucking place. It's a hippie congregation, essentially. Once every year or every couple of years, all these hippies and bikers and everybody get together, and it's a mini Woodstock. They have all these bands that play, and they stay out there for like 6 days, just day and night. They camp out there. Everybody gets along with, sorry for TV timed out there. Everybody gets along with one another. It's paradise, dude. Everybody shares everything. It's fucking wonderful. And then it all ends after about 6 days. So if it can last for 6 days, what's keeping it from lasting 12 days and a couple months and a year and, you know, so on? Why can't that work? And another thing, too. In today's society, capitalism has infected everything. And literally nobody cares about anything other than monetary gain. I can tell you right now, there is a lot more to life than making money. There is a large problem with loneliness in this fucking world. I don't care where you go. A lot of people are lonely. That's because they don't spend enough time with each other. Because they don't have enough fucking time to. You go to work all day. You get home. You got enough time to pick up the phone to text somebody, and then you go to sleep. It's bullshit. So you just got all this time that you're by yourself. You don't have enough social interaction for shit. It's healthy to be by yourself, but not all the time, you know. You gotta have people that you talk to. And when you don't, you get lonely. You get suicidal. That's why our suicide rates are through the roof. Did you know why America's mass shootings are so bad is because under the list of what is listed as mass shootings is also suicide? You didn't know that. I'm sure you didn't. But if you kill yourself, it's listed as a mass shooting. It's really stupid that it's that way, but that's the way it is. Wish it wasn't, but for now, that's the way it is until somebody comes along and changes it. And then that is why. It looks like we have the worst mass shootings in the world. We really don't. We have we have the least amount of mass shootings in the world, really. Almost the least. I don't think it's quite there, but we're close to the least. It's suicides. Suicides, man. It's through the roof. It's fucking insane. Half of my family's killed themselves, okay? My Aunt Carla, several great uncles of mine, you know. I was not old enough to meet them, but who is it? My grandpa's brother Charles. He shot himself in his truck. It's fucking crazy. And it was all predicated on loneliness. They said that they didn't have any friends, not because they were being bullied, they just didn't have anybody to talk to. They had nobody. They worked all the time, they came home and slept, they didn't have nothing. When you establish a hippie commune, you forget everything. You have no responsibilities in this world anymore. You say, fuck it. You take the wiring out of your house, you recycle all that shit, you go to the woods, you build yourself a log cabin, put you some solar panels up, take what money you've saved from your job if you were able to save anything at all. You go out there in the woods, you build something amazing, you buy you an acre of land, you build on that, use the surrounding trees to build you a cabin, man, it's badass. You grow yourself a garden, you know where that food came from, unlike when you walk into capitalist Walmart and you see your fucking food in there. Even the organic stuff shot up with chemicals. You don't know where that stuff's been. How about the meat? It's even worse. They shoot it up with preservatives with a syringe. You don't know where that comes from. There's some aspects of capitalism that are wonderful. And it works on a large scale, but there's some elements of it that suck dick through a straw, dude. That's one of them, right there. The whole mechanized farming thing and the capitalization of farming and stuff like that. Even farmers don't give a damn about anything but monetary value, it seems. They just care about monetary gain. I'm going to sell these crops, make more money. I don't give a shit what anybody does to them. There we go. Like the mass farming of chickens. Like chicken farms. Where they fucking abuse these chickens and shoot them up with all kinds of shit. And literally they grow so fast from steroid abuse. These fucking chickens grow so quickly their legs are not developed enough to hold their bodies up. It's insanely retarded. It's that way with tilapia farms. I think the fish is called tilapia. But tilapia farms in Alabama, they are just as bad. Cow farms, just as bad. That's where capitalism has failed. And if you go out there in the fucking nature, you build yourself a log cabin. You've got your own garden. You're shooting your own meat. You're doing things for yourself. You got your commune of... You're not disconnected from the internet. You can have all that. You know, get you enough land to maybe get you, if you can anyway, 10 acres or something. And then rent it out to hunters. Rent a couple acres out to some hunters and you get on the rest of it. Take the money from the hunters and use it to pay for your bill every month. And have like one bill you pay. Have some internet. You know, bathe in a fucking creek. I know that's not a lifestyle that suits all people, but I'm telling you, I have tried it before. For several days I went out into the fucking woods and I just camped like that. And you are so much happier because you don't have anything to worry about. Especially if you do that with friends. If you go out into the woods, I got 1 minute left, so I gotta hurry and wrap this up. But if you go out there with friends, right? Then you have people to talk to. You're eating healthy food where you know where it came from. You know it wasn't shot up with anything. And if it was, you know what you put in it. So you know whether it's suitable for eating or not. You know what you farm your own chickens. You know where they came from. Build your own house. You have more pride in it because you built it. You have more of a liking for it. When you live with your family out there like that, you have people to talk to. They build stuff there too. And it becomes this little miniaturized town where everybody shares everything and everybody loves one another. And it works on a small scale. Large scale, don't work too good. And that's what the hippies wanted. They wanted it on a small scale. They wanted to get together in a couple buses in the woods. The Yonders lived in Wilkinson County. They were a group of hippies that lasted for like 50 years. They lasted all the way into like 2008 from like 1960. And guess what? They just disbanded. They just got bored of it one day and stopped. But they just kept on doing that for years until they finally just quit. There was no reason why they stopped. They just kind of got bored of it. Just petered out. And I'm telling you, it's fucking awesome. And I'm going to be sure to try it. And when I do start building that treehouse, I'm gonna film some videos of me out there. I can't really do a lot of filming because I can only film 17.5 minutes or 18 minutes. So, you know what I mean. I can't really do a lot, but you know, I can film some of it. You know, and I can definitely show you around once it's through. But the problem is filming it while I'm building it. But I'll get it built, and then I'll film. What I'll probably do is just build it and film it afterward. You know. But I'm doing that for sure, man. I'm doing that for sure. It's definitely a healthier alternative than this fucking shit we live in. But anyway, get this uploaded. Probably won't be able to do another one tonight because it is midnight. It's late. It takes anywhere from 2 to 4 hours to upload these things. So if I don't have another one up tonight, I'll see you in the morning. So yeah, good night and have a good one.